Good morning. We are going to read the transformation from Mary Bell. Mary Bell's husband is Dan Bell, and he is the creator of compensation plan. Will have to be. So Mary says, I had been on yo-yo diets ever since I was a teenager. I had been up and down with my weight, and that last 10 to 15 pounds was always a challenge. But when I read Dr. A's book, I saw a way that I could incorporate his daily habits into my life to make permanent changes towards optimal health. I had to tweak my habits quite a bit because I had been cooking kind of the wrong foods, but now I know what to cook: healthy, lean, and green meals. When I go to the grocery store, I make sure I go down the produce aisle and I try to get organic produce. I also go for lean meats and fresh fish. I also make sure I have my proper hydration each day. For me, that means at least 8 ounces of water, 8 ounce glasses of water a day. Dr. A's book on habits of health helped me realize that even small amounts of sugar was not very good. I pretty much cut out the sweet tea, which I used to drink a lot, and desserts. I really did change my cooking habits, and it has shown up in our family health pattern. I cook for our grandkids too. I do not let them have the candy that they beg for. I have 4 grandchildren and one on the way, and my goals in life are to try to be as healthy as I can at any age. I do a lot of very active things with my grandkids. They're young, and they always want me to either give a piggyback ride or do active games with them, running up and down the hall or the yard. I really do have it all. I really do have it as a goal in my life to stay as active, fit, and healthy as possible so that I can enjoy a lot of years with my grandkids as they get older and get into sports. For me, the habits of health were a day-to-day journey, not just a diet that you go on, lose some weight, and then go back to your old eating habits. It was very important to remember that I had to change my life on a day-to-day basis in the habits. At a time, that's what I tried to do. And all the time, that's what I tried to do. I had been up and down with my weight, and that last 10 or 15 pounds was always a challenge. Good morning, Raquel. And we are going to start part 2.6, building a healthy meal plans for optimal health, how to make healthy eating automatic. On the sidebar, it says in this part, habits of healthy weight management and the habits of healthy eating and hydration. You've learned about portion control using my divided plate system, how to make the healthiest choices from the major food groups, and the ins and outs of shopping for healthy foods using my color-coded shopping charts. Now, it's time to put it all together in the third piece of the system. We're about to look at how to plan meals that are quick, convenient, affordable, portable, and most of all, healthy. This will help you reach and maintain your first goal, a healthy weight. Habits of healthy preparation. A new body of research is uncovering that how you prepare food may be more important than the type of food you eat. I'm going to give you some easy and quick ways to cook up juicy and flavorful food without adding tons of unnecessary extras. Most of us know that we should not fry our foods, but when cooking up healthy meals, we may not think about how their cooking method affects the nutritional makeup of their meals. Heat can break down and destroy 15 to 20% of some vitamins in vegetables, especially vitamin C, folate, and potassium. Some people have stopped cooking their food altogether, claiming that uncooked food maintains all of its nutritional value and supports optimal health. Studies suggest that certain foods actually benefit from cooking. When cooking carrots, spinach, tomatoes, sweet potatoes, and peppers, the heat helps to release a great amount of antioxidants. The techniques. Microwaving. The cooking method that best retains nutrients is one that is quick, heats food for the shortest amount of time, and uses as little liquid as possible. Microwaving meets these criteria. Using the microwave with a small amount of water, essentially steaming food from the inside out, this keeps in more vitamins and minerals than almost any other cooking method and shows a microwaved food can indeed be healthy. While microwave cooking can sometimes cause food to dry out, you can keep things moist by splashing the item with a bit of water before heating or placing a wet paper towel over the top of your dish. Regardless, the way that microwaves cook food eliminates the need to add extra oil. You can microwave just about anything to preserve nutrients in the vegetables. Boiling is quick and easy and requires nothing but water and a touch of salt. But in addition to high temperatures, the large volume of water dissolves and washes away water-soluble vitamins and 60 to 70% of the food's minerals. While this method can resolve vitamins and minerals in some foods, especially vegetables, it's not the worst way to cook food. Some antioxidants become more available when cooked in this way, such as lycopenes in tomatoes. The level of beta-carotene also increases after carrots are cooked. Just recognize that when cooking carrots, the glycemic index goes up. Steaming. Steaming anything from fresh veggies to fish fillets allows them to cook in their own juices and retain all the natural goodness. It's always good to add a little seasoning first, whether that's a sprinkle of salt or a squeeze of lemon juice or lime juice. I like lime juice. If the carcinogen-fighting components in the broccoli are important to you, some research suggests steaming is the best release of isothiocyanates, which can inhibit the growth of cancer cells. The main drawback is you don't get a lot of flavor from steaming, which can lead to reaching for excess butter or salt. Poaching. Poaching means cooking food in a small amount of hot water just below boiling point. It takes slightly longer, but it's ideal to gently cook delicate foods like fish or fruit. It's also the best way to cook eggs. Broiling. Broiling means cooking food under high direct heat for a short period of time. Boiling is a great way to cook tender meat. Broiling is a great way to cook tender meat, but may not be ideal for cooking vegetables. The high temperature can easily dry out the veggies and decrease the enzyme potency in produce, causing more nutrient loss. Grilling. In terms of getting maximum nutrition without sacrificing flavor, grilling is a great cooking method. It requires minimal added fats and imparts a smoky flavor, but still keeps the meats and veggie juice tender. While these are definitely healthy benefits, as we mentioned in the previous part, advanced glycation end products, so AGEs, can result from charred fat, making grilled food potentially inflammatory and cancer-causing. They are chemicals that have been linked to oxidation, free radical production, inflammation, diabetes, cancer, and other chronic diseases. Stated simply, AGEs age us. You can still grill, but just limit it to lean cuts of meat that require less cooking time and rare to medium preparation. Sautéing. While this method does require oil in the pan, it's effective for me, rice and quinoa, and thin cut vegetables like bell peppers, julienne carrots, and snow peas. A small amount of olive oil may increase the antioxidant capacity like the heart-healthy Mediterranean diet. And I just like to use whatever dressing I was going to use, like light balsamic vinegar, vinaigrette. So that dressing works really good for sauteing raw. Many studies suggest there are benefits of incorporating more raw, mostly plant-based foods into the diet because they provide more vitamins, minerals, and fiber, as long as they are consumed with no added sugars or fats from cooking. The problem is that without cooking, you do not destroy potentially dangerous microbes. And while some raw items might be super healthy, studies have found that cooking tomatoes, carrots, spinach, and sweet potatoes and peppers enhance the availability of antioxidants to you. So on the left, there's a little micro habit of health, small m. A habit of health, selecting and preparing healthy foods. So quick and easy tools for automatic eating. For most of us, eating processed, microwaved, or fast food is an easy alternative to preparing meals that seem too hard, too time-consuming, and messy. Cooking just doesn't seem worth it. One of my goals is to make preparing healthy foods as easy as stopping into a fast food restaurant. First, let me introduce you to some of my own favorite tools that will make your new healthy eating strategies a breeze. Can we just read about microwaving? Microwave. This appliance is an easy way to cook just about anything, and despite some lingering doubts, it's considered safe for all foods and is best at preserving nutrients in veggies. You do, however, want to make sure you use the microwave-safe container to prevent burning and reduce the potential for plastic elements to leach into foods. And please don't stand in front of your microwave watching your food go around, as there is a potential of developing cataracts if you do. Okay, I think I read this last week and I didn't get it marked down. Oh well, we're reading it again. Portable cooker. These portable, self-contained countertop appliances make preparing portion-controlled meals a breeze. Portable cookers actually provide a miniature range that cook your meal quickly in about 3 to 10 minutes without any dishes. Both the 2-portion and 4-portion models allow you to cook on a non-stick surface, eliminating the need for extra fat or oil. And the cooking process doesn't even require turning, so there's no hassle. And what's really great is that you can take this portable device to your workplace. I use the portable cooker all the time to make great tasting meals. Portable blender. This compact tool lets you mix up great tasting fruit smoothies, healthy frozen shakes, and other tasty meals and snacks without the mess. A shaker, cup, or jar. This is a great way to quickly prepare the portion-controlled meals that we introduced in part 2.3, the catalyst to reducing a healthy weight. These meals fit very nicely into my system and can be used part of your fueling strategy in the healthy eating plan as well. The wok. Indispensable. Ancient Chinese implement for fast, healthy cooking. A wok's main advantage is that cooks can create healthy meals in a relatively short amount of time. Little oil is used in preparing vegetables, meats, and seafood. Vegetables retain crisp, crunchy texture, while the meats and seafood do not absorb large amounts of oil, which makes them heart healthy. Woks also eliminate the need to cook with a number of pots and pans. One wok can hold a variety of ingredients. Woks also are useful for sauteing, deep frying, or steaming. And I am sure that I read that because I want to hold my walk back. So, bamboo steamer. Make delicious steamed foods inside your wok. The steamer is convenient and allows the placement of multiple steaming baskets on top of each other, and the base is where the water boils. You can place meat, veggies, or rice in the basket. Make sure that you keep the fastest steaming agents at the top and follow this hierarchy downward. This reduces the cooking time while ensuring that food bacteria is destroyed. It is also inexpensive to buy and look after. Zipper-style plastic bags. Pop extra meals, and snacks into these to keep one jump ahead when you need to fuel at home and on the go. Portable cooker. An insulated, lightweight cooler keeps prepared meals fresh and is easy to transport. Why all the emphasis on quick and easy? It's because human reaction to hunger and stress, often in ways that don't promote health. We need to create an automatic eating system, my healthy version of fast food, to fuel your body before you cave into cravings. Planning meals in advance, having them ready to go, and perhaps most importantly, sticking to my every 3-hour healthy eating schedule helps you stay in control. What happens when you're in control? You'll reach a healthy weight over time. You'll develop a permanent habit of health. You'll improve your health and possibly reduce your reliance on medications for certain weight-related health conditions. Your work performance will improve. Your quality of life will improve. You'll eliminate cravings. Your mental focus and energy will improve. You'll save money. What are we waiting for? This is the sidebar. Before you start your journey, I suggest you schedule a visit to see your healthcare provider. No doubt your healthcare provider will be excited that you've decided to lose weight and create health in your life. After all, it makes their job easier. In the appendix, you'll find a sheet of information to give your physician that explains the health makeover you're doing. It's also available for download at my website at www.habitsofhealth.com. A special note for those with type 2 diabetes. Check in with your healthcare provider before you change your diet. It is particularly important if you have type 2 diabetes. As you switch to my low-calorie, low-glycemic diet, your blood sugar may lower immediately, and your level of medication may need to be reduced accordingly. The great news is that this is a signal of your body's initial steps towards health. Your disease progression is being arrested. But do remember to watch your blood sugar closely in the beginning to make sure your medications are properly adjusted. Your customized daily meal plan using my healthy eating system. So what does a day on your new meal plan look like? Remember the basic principles of reaching an optimal weight. Eat breakfast. Eat small amount of food every 3 hours. Eat healthy meal at dinner time. To create your daily menu, you're going to design a healthy breakfast and dinner using your 9-inch plate, supplemented by 4 fueling breaks. Each of your 2 meals provide about 300 to 400 calories throughout. Dr. A's eating system for life. Actually, let's read the sidebar first. Reduce your exposure to pesticides by washing and scrubbing fresh produce, discarding the outer layers of the leafy greens, and trimming the fat and skin from meat and poultry. Down at the bottom, there's an asterisk and it says, remember to use fruit sparingly during the weight loss phase and choose only those with glycemic index below 30 for both fruit and vegetables from the dark green section of the charts. If you are using the 5-in-1, do not use any fruit and go back to part 2.3, the catalyst to reaching a healthy weight for instructions. So, Dr. A's healthy eating system for life. There is a circle and it's cut into 4 pieces, and 25% of that is grains, 25% fruits, 25% vegetables, and 25% protein. So a combination of vegetables and fruit to create 50% of your plate. And you can do 25% fruit, but don't do 50% fruit. You can do 50% vegetables, but don't go the opposite direction. So 25% of the plate being fruit or vegetables, that's about a small paper book novel of about 100 pages. A healthy low glycemic grain, 25% of your plate, or a tennis ball. A healthy protein, 25% of your plate, or a deck of cards. And recognize during the weight loss phase, when you're doing a lean and green, the protein is a little bit larger than that. So, Dr. A's healthy eating for weight loss phase 1. You can increase, let's see, same thing. So, 25% or greater in vegetables. And for fruit, he says 25% or less. So your fueling breaks provide about 100 calories each. If you wish, you may add a second fueling break into item at lunchtime for a total of 2 100-calorie items. Or option for a light lunch, a regular 9-inch plate without the starch component. The paperback portion control means meals function as the perfect fueling. And you'll find a list with plenty of ideas and options for foods you can use for fueling breaks later in this part. The eating strategy gives you a steady, balanced stream of energy throughout your working hours for a total of 1,200 calories per day. Let's go through a day's sample menu to see exactly what we're looking at. So 7 a.m., vegetables, fruit, starch, and protein. Breakfast, strawberries, peach, 3/4 cup rolled oats, half a cup of low-fat milk, 300 to 400 calories. Small paperback, tennis ball, and deck of cards. He's showing the portion size. 10 a.m., fueling break, handful of almonds, 12, or fueling. Just recognize don't use almonds all the time because they are very calorie dense and they are full of fat. It's about 100 calories. And again, this is if you're doing it with whole foods. Option 2, vegetables and fruit. Light lunch, protein. So half a cup of tomatoes, 1 cup of lettuce with oil and vinegar, 5 ounces of cooked turkey breast. 200 calories. 4 p.m., fueling break. Yoplait non-fat French yogurt, French vanilla yogurt, or a fueling, 100 calories. 7 p.m., vegetables, fruit, starch, and protein. Fresh asparagus, whole grain pasta, grilled salmon, small paper bag, 400 calories. 10 p.m., fueling break. Frozen non-fat yogurt, 3 ounces, or fueling, 100 calories. So that's doing it with more whole foods. And again, it runs right about 1,200 calories. Versus on the classic 5-in-1, we run between 900 and 1,100 calories. We use fuelings 5 times a day, and the lean and green is a portion of protein, veggies, and a balance of healthy fats. So what to expect on day 1 and onward. So what you can expect after your first day on the meal plan. For one thing, you probably won't have any hunger pains or cravings, and your energy level should be consistent, balanced, and high. Your first experience is just a starting point. Over the next few weeks, it's going to get better and better. Your internal clock is being changed along with your body's expectations. you're feeding your body healthy food. It likes that. And giving it regular nourishment through small meals throughout the day, which is just what your ancient 10,000-year-old programming wants. By feeding it smaller meals, you've given your body the ability to process food without being overwhelmed and having to work too hard. And as a bonus, you'll rediscover your flavor palette as you move further and further from processed foods with excess sugar and salt. So planning your fueling breaks. Your fueling breaks are an extremely important part of your day and critical component of my healthy eating plan. To make sure you always have healthy fuel on hand, it's a good idea to prepare these small meals ahead of time and bring them with you to work or wherever your day takes you. You can use the prepackaged low-calorie meals, or you can prepare and transport whole foods. That's where the zipper-style plastic bags and portable cooler come in. Just fix up your day's worth of fueling breaks, pop them into the plastic bags, and take them with you in the cooler with an ice pack or two. The following fueling break ideas are healthy, easy to prepare, and perfect for transporting. Each contain around 100 calories, making them ideal for the fat burning state you want to encourage. If you're working on reaching or maintaining your optimal weight, remember, you can add one extra fueling break item at lunchtime if you wish, or opt to have a light lunch instead of preparing a regular 9-inch plate meal without the starch component. Sample fueling breaks. Prepackaged, low-calorie fueling. This makes excellent fueling breaks and assures that you're getting a 100-calorie, low-glycemic, nutrient-dense, healthy food source. Also, if you like sweet treat, some of them are a sweet treat. So one portion. It's about the size of 2 AA batteries. Let's see, one portion of natural cheese, such as cheddar or Monterey Jack, with one slice of tomatoes. So endive and tuna salad. One endive leaf with 1 tablespoon of tuna salad, prepared with hummus in place of mayonnaise. Ooh, that sounds good. Mediterranean delights make delicious organic low-fat hummus flavored like tomato basil, and low glycemic endive makes a handy container for the tuna salad. There you go. I'm actually going to jump over to the sidebar. Dr. A says, if you haven't reached your optimal weight yet, be sure to check the glycemic index of any snack before you choose it. It's important to eat only low glycemic snacks during the weight loss phase. That is food that fall in the green zone, preferably dark green, and with a glycemic index of less than 30. So more snacks. 3 ounces of mixed nuts, small handful, 10 almonds, and a celery stick, 29 pistachios, 12 cashews, 20 peanuts, 2 tablespoons of sesame seeds, 4 Brazil nuts. And he's doing a lot of nuts, and just recognize that there's a lot of fat in nuts, so don't choose nuts all the time for those. So half a slice of apple with 3 walnuts, because nuts are not protein, even though we've been taught that. Nuts are actually fat with maybe a sprinkling of protein. Half an apple with 2 tablespoons of natural peanut butter. Make sure it's all natural peanut butter, just peanuts and salt. Half a cup of fresh strawberries with 2 tablespoons of light whipped topping, 1 cup of fresh cherries, 1 medium apple, a half a cup of blueberries, high glycemic, or strawberries, low glycemic, with a dollop of yogurt, 1 orange, 1 pear, half a peach with 2 tablespoons of yogurt, 2 cups of raspberries, 30 raisins. Looks like all of these need a little bit of protein paired with them. Fresh veggie mix, 1 cup of broccoli, red pepper, cauliflower with a tablespoon of low-fat ranch, 6 pieces of basil, sliced tomato, and hummus. My wife Lori creation. Put a dab of hummus and tomato on the top of a basil leaf. Delightful. Herbal lentils and 1 tomato, celery sticks with 1 tablespoon of natural peanut butter. And let's see. Wow, we've got a whole nother page. So I think I'm going to stop right there. And we will start there tomorrow.